Hello, everybody. Hello, Miguel. Nice to
Hello,
have you on the
Miguel.
show.
Hi,
Hello,
Peter.
Peter.
Hi, Armin.
Hi, Armin.
Hello, everybody. Hello out there. Everybody who watches this video, this podcast, welcome. How's everything in Puerto Rico, Miguel?
Everything is fine.
Good.
It's a nice place for living.
Of course.
For training archery.
Just only if you don't have an earthquake or thunderstorms or something, then it's nice, right?
No, for now, no.
No, okay, good. And how is everything in Austria?
Everything fine?
Fine. Snow?
No,
No? Okay.
just in some states.
Okay.
And yes, and the craze goes on, the zombie
Yeah, this is
apocalypse
yeah,
and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, everything is like it is.
Okay. Yeah, Malta, everything is fine. We have 12, 13 degrees. It's just quite cold. You know, so, but sunshine again, a bit wind and storm, normal. Okay, though. So, Miguel,
Yeah.
now we have you in the show. It was my idea, I have to admit. And now, because maybe some of my viewers don't know you, I don't think so, but maybe you want to introduce yourself quickly, who you are, what you're doing, where you come from, and so on.
Hi, my name is Miguel Vera from the Caribbean island of Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
I work with photo editions for the Dream Graduation Company. I make some offers. I bring here to Puerto Rico medals, awards, diploma holders. I work with computers, and I have a very beautiful family. I am also an archer. I practice traditional archery. You want to hear this story?
If you want
I start archery with PVC bows.
That's good. It's nothing bad. PVC bows are not so bad.
Well, I start archery first using PVC bows because in that time I don't have the experience. I don't know nothing about bows and arrows. I remember my first video when I searched in YouTube. Lily, I think it's Lily, one traditional archer, and the second video I see was a review of the Minboom 6, and was Mr. Armin make that review and see
Survival Lily, right? Survival Lily.
Survival Lily, yeah.
I wrote her twice if she would like to be in the show, but she didn't reply.
Oh, I think it's from Austria.
Yeah.
She's too much. She's too much Anderson. She's a little Anderson.
No. Lars is simply we had this topic. Okay. So then you found videos, but you know, it's nothing bad with PVC bows. I just posted yesterday or 2 days ago a photo of one of my students. I had her 7, 8 years ago, and then you see her with my first try of a kind of Turkish style PVC bow, because in this time the snake bows were not available for the kids, so I had to build a few out of 1/2 inch PVC pipe, a few kids bows with 15 pounds. So I built almost every design and every shape you could think of, and some worked really well, and even after 5, 6 years they were still working pretty well. So it's nothing wrong with PVC bows.
I always was impressed about that videos when I saw the guy making this bows.
It's interesting. So and then you saw this, and then your father did archery, or what was it, or something, and you didn't like it. You can tell the truth, you know. Don't tell only the nice things.
Okay, I will say the real truth.
Okay.
I hate archery. Was a very long time. I think maybe 10 years ago. I am very hyper guy. I like to do a lot of things, and I like to do illegal street racing. but my father to try to get a better word for me. Say, hey Miguel, try to do archery. I have here a fiberglass bow. I remember a fiberglass yellow one. I feel the grip like a bicycle grip. Bicycle
Okay.
handle.
This squarish fiberglass rod. Yeah.
With two arrows, two wooden arrows. I think
Nice.
maybe 27 inches. And try and I feel very boring. I don't like it. Well, in September 27, 2018, when the powerful Hurricane Maria came, destroyed a lot of house, and one of the house that lost the roof was from my dad, from my parents. The government helped to repair and whatever. But my father checking the roof, whatever, make a mistake and fall and hit with the head fence. He break cervical and die. A couple of weeks, I have this in my mind. Oh, I would like to do something like my to my father to be proud. And wow, I remember my dad say, try to practice archery. It's a nice discipline. Make you calm, relax. Okay, let me try, but I don't know nothing about archery. I make the search in YouTube and start watching. Okay, I see the videos, and okay, let me try to start. And I remember watching videos of Backyard Boyer. He's a nice guy. And okay, I try and make my first PVC bow and practice. I starting with 3 fingers. And start all. I meet you in Facebook, in Messenger, and I watching your videos. I study Armin. I study Armin a couple of a lot of nights. I stopped the image in my television. I see Armin hands, how he shoots, and well, I started practice. I remember use my camera and stop. I isometer. Wow, I do this back, my phone, whatever, and I start shooting close. I remember one of your videos. For me, you are an inspiration, very inspiring. When you teach thumb release, how to start thumb release, and start. Whoa, for me it was difficult, but not impossible. And start shooting and practice, and wow, this is very relaxed and so wonderful. It's a wonderful experience. And for that day, I came. I practice every day when I have the time.
Of course. So you make your father proud now, right? He's watching you and he's very proud of you.
And
listening.
One thing got me. You can, from this story, you can see how easy you can slip from the bright side to the dark. Of course.
Yeah.
3 fingers, you had the right religion, and all of a sudden
all what we need is a thumbs up. We don't need 3 fingers, for distracting. Just too many choices. There's only one.
Yes, I remember using this 3-finger glove.
I read now that from the thumb release you can get a long COVID thumb.
Yeah.
Long
well,
COVID.
Look, my thumbs are the same size.
No,
this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to use
Nice.
this.
Mhm.
I made this one.
Yeah.
This one
Makes
was a gift from Olivier for French,
Mhm.
friends, and for me, this is a treasure.
Of course. Mhm.
But I can shoot with every style. I like to use
Mhm.
3 fingers,
Yeah.
but it's, for me,
Mhm.
using an Ottoman style with 3 fingers.
Yeah, it's. I did a video today of a laminated bow from Groza, and I tried then to show that you can shoot from horseback like Kashai with the arrows on the bow hand, and then you draw, and even at 28 inches, you feel already the string that it pinches your fingers. So these short bows are difficult to shoot with 3 fingers. That's why they shoot with the thumb. So it has a logic reason for it. So you get finger pinching, and then you need to put one finger out.
That's an explanation to me with the short bow and the thumb.
Yeah, you get,
Because you get too
finger
much
pinch.
finger
Yeah.
pinch. Yeah.
This is another a historian or he researches history, and he said then that the Slavic release, what we do with 2 fingers on the string and 1 finger holds the arrow in place, but it makes sense when you have the arrow on the outside of the bow to have the arrow in place. And this guy said, no, you have the arrow on the wrong side. You need to put the arrow on the inside, like you shoot 3 fingers, but you have the finger on the side of the arrow. And now tell me what will happen when you draw like this and have the finger there. You push the arrow off the shelf. But he said, and his proof was then that the modern Bhutanese archers, they shoot compound bows. They're very short, and they draw 3 finger. And at the end, before they reach full draw, they stretch out the index finger that they can pull back, because then the string angle is like this. So they would get a finger pinch. And that's why he said that's the proof that the Slavic release, which was, I don't know how many 100 years old, is that the arrow is on the left side.
And you know, when you just have these pictures of the kinds of the ways to release to hold an arrow, so on old reliefs or paintings or so, you don't know in that case, especially if the painter just draw that stage where the finger is straight, and before it was 3 fingers, but he painted it like that because it was that section of the shot of the picture. You don't know.
You never know.
And then some clever guy copies that hand with that draw away from the picture, just that kind of holding an arrow, and says, look, that's what they did.
Yeah. And I always think, okay, I saw this photo of a guy years ago, and he called it Slavic draw. And I tried it. I said, oh, the arrow goes way to the right, so you need to adapt for it. But for fast shooting, it's a nice way, because you can load, draw, and shoot, and it's quite nice. So even if it was right or not, it works, and this is what matters to me. And when something works, then most probably it worked in ancient times too, when it works now. Yeah, that's my opinion, but I might be wrong. What little do I know? That's why it's fine. So, but Miguel, in Puerto Rico, right? Is there historical something about archery? What's your history?
Okay,
Because what I read, is an island, so you didn't even have big game, only small whatever rabbits and stuff.
No.
So most probably
500 years ago, the Indians, the Taino, yep, was the historical made the bows, obviously used bows for hunting, for fishing.
Okay.
And the only thing I found is using bamboo. I don't know how to say this in English, but it's like it's a strap, natural strap. He combined bamboo with guayaba trees, because guayaba trees is flexible. But I tried,
and
they were guayaba.
They were glued or bind together.
Resin, with resin, tree resin. It's like natural glue.
Okay. So they were glued.
Very similar, like card. I have here just I don't know if you can see. It's
Oh.
very similar. Very similar. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
It's very similar, like a American longbow. Have the measuring is 62 inches. The only thing I know is the
Miguel,
native, the Indian,
Miguel,
using
you know what
the bows for hunting and fishing.
You know what you have to do, Miguel, now?
Make a research.
Make this a project, and you need to recreate this, but you need to get bamboo, this wood, and this glue, and then you build one 62 inches.
Yeah.
I want to see that. This is historical. How do you call this? You know, when you practice archaeology, you know, you need to build one. You need to make a project.
And maybe nobody did it before, so
exactly,
it will be the first trying that, making that experiment. How this bow
does it work?
Yeah.
Does it stack? How does it shoot? How does it feel?
Yeah.
Is it easy to build? Is it hard to build? And always do directly a bit. You are very good with your video, so you can do directly a bit video always with it. Then you show the process of building an historical Puerto Rican bow or Caribbean bow. I don't know. Most probably they used all the same on the islands, I guess, right? Or
I know from another archery group, there is an archer who makes very traditional bows. I will try to contact. He have a more knowledge than me in historical archery. Here, I think it's only one school of traditional archery. Maybe you know the instructor. He's a nice guy. Guaya
Rodriguez.
Guaya.
Yeah.
But here in Puerto Rico is more the most important sport is basketball and baseball. Then very down is Olympic archery.
Yeah.
Here's traditional archery. No matter for the government, for anyone.
But then even these Olympic archery, even it's not of that big importance, they made problems once with you, right?
Yep.
They told him what he is doing is dangerous because he was shooting in his backyard, and then they told him what you're doing is dangerous and whatever. I just try to connect with a couple of instructors for know more about Olympic archery, but I don't like to talk about that. For me, it's a problem. I feel very relaxed shooting here in my backyard. I have here all my safety. Yeah, but they leave you now. They leave you now in peace, right? Or do they still tell you need to stop or something? Or you didn't hear anything anymore?
All that people don't talk to me. I don't talk to.
Okay, then it's fine. At least they don't bother you, so it's fine. So you can do your thing. It's fine. That's most important.
I have a lot of critics in a couple of videos because here I don't have instructor, I don't have a master, but I really don't care. I just still shooting my bows, having fun.
Me too. I don't have an instructor, and I get a lot of critics. Don't worry, it never ends. But it's, you know, Bruce Lee said only when you get criticized, you do something right, because in football they only attack the one who has the ball. So you do something right. I mean, it's even Lars Andersen. He will be criticized always. No, they will never be happy with him.
I think a couple of Olympic archers ignore more traditional archery because I have a comment. The one Olympic archer see me shooting the Mongolian Yuan style kechi, and he said I'm going to broke the bow because it's too long the draw. And the draw is here with the middle finger. Oh no, excuse me. He said the draw is
down
hidden
there, Olympic
the,
style.
down there
Of
in the
course.
shim.
Yeah.
And the bow need a stabilizer. I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
It's a traditional bow. You need to study, man.
It's normal, but I got last time a comment again on. But look, he doesn't even bother that his odd feather, the cock feather, is pointing outwards. What instructor is he? He is not an instructor because he has no. It must. I repeat, it must point to the outside. They said, yeah, it's fine. You have them. You deal with them. It's fine.
Yeah.
I remember when arrived here in a package my first traditional bow, and post a video, and I received a couple of comments in Messenger. These two guys say that bow is not so good. That bow is not work. You're gonna break and you're gonna broke your bow. Still here.
Still here.
Fourth year.
Incredible.
Fourth year. And it still draw
and
shoot nice.
Still works. Yeah.
It's economical, but work.
It's especially the Olympic archers. They only know, of course, their equipment and their way of shooting and their limitations they have to live in. Of course, when they see you having the arrow on the other side or throwing with Dumbo, you draw longer than
to break a lens for them, but their stuff they know very well.
Of course. I never said that they don't know, but it's not the only thing, simply be a bit open-minded. It's 2022 now, and YouTube, we are not so misinformed. Like in the 70s, there was one book out, it was about Olympic archery, and almost nothing in Germany about traditional archery. So yes, but things change.
Yep.
Yeah. But you do some martial arts too, right? Or you did?
I did. Now I really don't practice martial arts. I remember practice taekwondo.
Okay.
And practice kung fu, wushu, but no more. I just use.
You practice eating cake now. Uy.
I need to lose some kilos.
Yeah. Beauty needs space, don't worry.
I am a normal person. I eat sweets.
Yeah.
I like pizza and a couple times drink a cold beer.
That's fine. It's fully okay.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And I drink coffee. I love coffee.
That's good too. Fine. So then this so from your culture, from the historics, so they use this bow for hunting, fishing, and for warfare too, because Columbus, I think, said when he landed in Puerto Rico, he said, oh, they are not armed, so they are easy to deal with.
And in the research say that he attacked, the Indians attacked the Spanish soldiers with spears.
Okay.
Don't say nothing about bow and arrow.
Arrows, yeah.
Spears, rocks.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I think the Indians use more bow and arrow like a tool, or for hunting or for fishing.
Yeah, maybe they were not so sufficient to kill big game or an human, so maybe it's only enough for a fish or for maybe a bird or a rabbit or something. Yeah. That's why we need one of these bows recreated to see what poundage we get out of it and what. You need to build one. Come on.
I will try.
We don't try. We do or we do not. There's no try.
Okay, I will do it. I will do it.
Fine. Good.
I need to find the materials, bamboo and guayaba tree.
Still grows there on the island, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So because and what was the string made of?
I don't know.
And aren't there any findings or excavations where they find some arrowheads or stone heads or something from the indigenous people?
Yes, I see some stone arrowheads, but I don't see like a very sharp. It's more grounded. I don't know why.
From a fish.
But very sharp, no.
Okay. So not pointy, more round.
No, yep, more round.
Okay. Okay. They had their ideas, or maybe they broke, or they.
I don't have idea why.
If it's very sharp, maybe also
Like a sickle, yeah, of course. It
would make a big hole.
And it doesn't break that easy, you know, because when you have a very sharp stone head and you hit whatever the skin or whatever of a fish, and then the tip can break even because they are very flimsy. So if you make it round, it cuts more, it slices through. So maybe it's beneficial, but and they for sure knew why they are doing it.
Yeah.
Cool. So then
this one would be deflected from a rib, for example, not to destroy the hip, but to slip through.
Yeah, or on a bone, the other one will splinter on the bone. It will not do much damage. The other one simply goes through or cuts through, and then makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, see,
could be, yeah.
Deep in archaeology today. Nice. So, and you shoot now every day, almost every day in your backyard?
Not every day. When I have time. Right now, I am working here in the computer for my boss.
Okay.
Because for these crazy things of the COVID, whatever.
So you work from home. That's good.
I miss my office. I miss my office.
Yeah.
But I feel here. Well, it's my house.
Yeah.
I take coffee if I want something of my refrigerator. Take it and go to still working. And in the afternoon, when I have time, I shoot from a couple arrows. When people see my videos, is because already in the week I've been practicing. I am very normal person. I miss shots like everyone, everybody.
Normal.
But yes, I practice, and I feel traditional archery is a great discipline to get down the stress. I have blood pressure hypertension. I don't know if you understand that. High blood pressure. And with traditional archery, my numbers are normal.
Yeah. So you don't need to do anything else to do archery, and it's fine. You heal, everything is fine. I always say so.
Do archery and avoid women.
Yeah. As good as possible. Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do for your blood pressure.
Exactly. You can't shoot that many arrows to get the blood pressure when you're in contact with women. Yeah. Only with male, right, Peter? With male, you could. But she brought your blood pressure in the right spot, right, last week. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have very low blood pressure, maybe.
Yeah, nice.
And Miguel, what kind of arrows do you prefer?
I prefer carbon arrows because if I do a mistake or hit something very close to the field point, I can repair, just cut a little and use and reuse. Because in some archery, we don't need a perfect arrow. I don't know why. I can shoot with a long arrow with a short bow and still working. And if I cut the arrow, I can the arrow is still working. Yeah. I always try the arrows match all my bows. That's why I feel my arrows are flying straight. But I really prefer carbon arrows. I have here bamboo arrows, wooden arrows.
But with natural fletch.
But when I hit something bad, so when I miss, I break arrow like everyone.
Yeah.
But with natural feathers, with natural fletching.
Yeah.
Or
I always use natural feathers.
How many bows do you have now?
12.
12 bows.
Yeah.
And more than me almost.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. And which one is your favorite?
So we could do a bow of the
It's
month.
difficult. I think this one is one of my favorite.
Yeah, all-time
my first
favorite.
one,
Yeah.
because I have here more than 5,000 shots. This one, the Zingsek Ottoman, is, I think, is above for every day.
Yeah.
But my favorite bow, I need to say, is the Korean war bow from Nawani.
That's an amazing bow. Yeah.
It's really amazing bow.
It's completely different than the other bows. Yeah.
Yeah, if you shoot a PVC bow, then shoot a fiberglass bow, then you shoot a hybrid bow, shoot a laminate bow, and shoot a monolith bow. It's totally different.
Yeah.
It feels awesome, wonderful, but it's an expensive bow.
Yeah. It depends. I mean, when you see a Howard Hill style longbow, we talked last time about it. How much do you pay when you get from Greg Aiken an original?
$600 or $700.
$700. So this is the price range of this Korean warbow too from Lukasz Navalny, and even decorated and everything. So we always think, because we are used to that whatever Ali bow, laminated bow, $300, $350 free shipping. We are only spoiled. But you know,
as long as it's a custom bow, kind of, because Howard Hill is a custom bow too.
Exactly, and then you start, and then it's $600, $700, $800 is not expensive. And then look only once quickly what the Olympic archers pay. A set of limbs is already €1,000. The riser is $1,500. You know,
and you know, some bowyers or some bow shop owners, in most cases, bowers. Want to tell you a bow is outshot after X thousand shots. I don't know. And that's not true. If a bow is well made, so what I want to say is, if it's a nice made bow from Navalny, this laminated, or I don't know, and let's say Howard Hill bow, they won't get weak or break or nothing. If they're well made bows, you can have them forever.
They last a lifetime.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you take care of them.
Give it to your son.
Yeah, exactly.
If you take care for it and you just shoot it with heavy arrows and so on.
Exactly. Always string it properly, which is of course a little more difficult with all these reflex bows to string them, because you can easily twist them.
Yeah.
Longbow is relatively easy to string.
But the bow itself, if you use it in a proper way, will last forever.
You ever shot a longbow, Miguel?
No, I never shot a longbow. I would like to shoot a longbow. If I shoot a longbow, definitely I shoot a longbow with 3 fingers.
3 fingers, of course. Yeah.
Oh,
that's nice.
This is not a religion. I will try to shoot some release.
Yeah. Now, you know, when you have a Howard Hill style and they have a small shelf on the left side, then you shoot 3 fingers, and they are made only for 28, 29 inches or whatever. So you don't draw this bow like whatever 32 inches.
Because you don't need it, because that bow works.
This bow is perfect like it is, you know. And once you start shooting a hill style bow, you will sell all your other bows and only shoot hill style bow. This happens to me soon when I get my first hill style bow. I will love it so much, Peter said, that I will get rid of all my other bows. I will never
like an enlightenment, you know, like an enlightenment, like Saulus, when Saulus went to Paulus.
Now, even in Puerto Rico, he will see in the night all of a sudden, what was that bright, like an atomic explosion? It was me getting enlightened when I shoot the Howard Hill bow. Yeah,
you see, you in that very moment you step in another world of archery.
Another dimension. Yeah, it's not only another world.
Yeah, it's the highest level.
Then we talk about archery. Everything before is simply
it's toying around with
exactly
different kinds of bows.
That's why we need to get you a longbow, Miguel. We need to shoot 3 fingers again. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. To shoot.
It's like LSD or eating mushrooms. So you know more. In the very moment you know more about archery.
Okay. Nice. Okay. There we see. I hopefully get one. I have a few maybe coming from different places, and then we see.
I really like every style. I respect all styles. I don't have a problem with if I shoot 3 fingers or shoot with thumb. I don't have that problem.
I even like compound shooters. Even like compound shooters. I love them all.
Nice too.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law have a compound,
Yeah.
and he say, "Hey, try it," and I shoot it. It's nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
I think it's more. I think it's more accurate.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
more speed and
it's
everything.
For hunting. It's for it's really a tool. It's really a tool for hunting.
Yeah. And you know, in one way they are the compound guys criticizing the traditional bow hunters are right, because from an ethical point of view, maybe you have to use the compound bow because it's the best bow and arrow device,
best tool for this purpose,
for the kill and for the game and for for fast and nice killing. So you see, I'm always try to be objective, but it's more magic to bow hunt with traditional.
But it's this what we were talking often already. If I would need to hunt, I would most probably go with a compound bow, because it makes your life easier, and every stress point you can get out, I think, when you go hunting is better. You don't want to have more stress and more problems with your equipment. You simply want to have the tool which works best.
I mean, don't talk. You will send out your girls to hunt. You stay in camp, no?
I don't know. Did you fall out of the bed in the morning, bounce your head or something?
Go out, hunt, girls.
I'm like Tarzan. I'd only do.
Don't forget the beer.
I have my Amazonians and hunting.
Yes, the female warriors are hunting for Armin. That's the how is it called? That end time. How is it called? Dystopian. There's dystopian. After
as we heard that female warriors can shoot on a riding horse a target at 100-meter distance. I mean,
why should you walk?
Why should I shoot then on 30 meters, because I miss already on 30 meters standing? Why should I even bother training? So I'm a good kitchen chef too, so I can prepare the food. Then it's fine.
Yeah. And after then, bathing and showering the girls, and so.
No, they bath and shower me.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Really clever. Yeah. I see that it's true with that female warrior. That's true. Warriors. That's a true story.
We need to make the best out of the end games, out of the end time.
Hunger Games.
At least we're not hungry then. Yeah.
I love this show because that your comment.
Don't ruin your computer now. Yeah, life is too short to be, to be serious and to take everything too serious. We're all going to die at the end.
Yeah.
And with every day, we are one day closer to our death. And once you accept death as this final thing which will happen in this life,
but then
life becomes easy.
Then we become stardust, and so we are part of everything.
Of course, we are already.
Yeah.
Already connected.
We are again part of the, Big Bang.
Coming and going.
Yeah.
So deep philosophical, huh? Today it's horrible.
Maybe we should also make it a kind of guru podcast where we can talk shit like that.
But the truth like that. It's not shit.
Yeah.
The truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like truth.
Did you prepare both a knife for the week?
Of course.
Did you prepare a
I don't know.
knife, Miguel?
Well,
I wrote to you, prepare a knife. You have one?
a knife?
I wrote to you. You don't read your messages, huh?
I have a knife.
We always
I
show. You don't watch our shows and you don't read your messages. Miguel, you're not prepared.
No problem, Miguel.
Then we do it next time. It's no problem. We always show a knife of the week,
Oh, the knife.
But,
Okay.
But Miguel, only when Armin accidentally has one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Also not throwing.
Wow.
It's an original arrow from
Stinger.
So throwing spikes.
Eight-jet Stinger.
Stinger, yeah, from.
They look very heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
8 millimeters.
very heavy.
Yeah.
8.8 millimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know what is the weight, but
354.
they are nice for throwing.
I think they are pretty for fighting vampires or werewolves or so.
Yeah, you got pretty good. So you only learned from videos from Adam Geladin, I guess, right?
Yes.
You watched his videos, how he's throwing, and you started throwing like this.
Yes, I when I started to throw was watching videos like archery. Just practice, doing mistakes.
Of course.
I still doing mistakes in archery.
This is how you learn. You learn with every shot, even with a bad shot, you learn something.
Yeah.
So either you hit the target or you learn something. Good example. Yeah. I learn a lot, Miss a lot.
And in that sense, remember when there were days before YouTube, you couldn't even study the movement of a knife thrower or something because you saw it in the movies.
Yeah.
There never was a documentation or something about it, so you could study how they do it. So you hadn't the possibility, the opportunity to learn it just from I stopped the video, what is he's doing now, and I do it slow motion.
This from a movie is almost impossible. And it's the same. I was interested in these Chinese ring daggers. The daggers have at the end the ring, and there are special fighting techniques that you swivel the knife around, and it's like a shield you build up. And then I found a book, a really old book, about these Chinese ring daggers and how to use them, but in a book with a few black and white photos. And he describes something. It's so hard to get the hang of it. So it's way easier that you watch a video and at least of someone who knows what he's talking about, and then then you can copy. Then it makes sense.
Yeah. It was the same with me, when I wanted to make these Flemish twist strings, and I had, I think, 5 books explaining it with pictures and everything, but I didn't get it until one guy showed it to me and said, it's like that. It's very simple.
Watch it once, 5 minutes, and you have it.
When you read it, you don't get it.
People don't know how easy it is nowadays to learn something with YouTube.
Yeah.
But of course, on the other side, there is a lot of not so good information on YouTube too. Yeah. I remember I watched once I teach you how to do fast shooting like Lars Andersen. And then he was struggling. He said, and then you need to do it like this. I cannot do it now, but I teach you. I mean, at least don't call it I teach you. Simply say, this is my level of how far I am with my way of shooting like Lars Andersen. But don't call it educational video when you don't know and you can't do it.
But if he detected that technique in very good detail and is able to explain it how it works, but he's not
wasn't.
perfect yet. I don't know.
No, he couldn't. That's the problem.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I tell you.
You know, when he has good explanations, and
Yes, but he didn't have. He only said, yeah, then you need to, but I can't show you because I can't do it. And then it was not really working.
it's not very strong. Oh, Armin.
Persian blade. It's a cheap knife from China. It's from Tucson, but it's nice. And the sound is, this is so, that's so cool. This is so nice.
Like a young boy.
And I like, usually I'm not into fancy blades, but here this one, it's this Persian style blade is really nice. And this is just made for me. And it's a good steel. The only thing, of course, you see, it's Chinese. It's not centered when you put it back, and it's not a ball bearing there or ceramic. So it's cheap, but it works. And that was the sharpest knife I ever got from the factory. This is so brutally sharp. It's unreal. And it holds the blade. So I cut now a lot of boxes and whatever. It's still brutally sharp, this thing.
Where do you cut it?
Huh?
From where it is?
China?
Is it?
China.
Okay.
I know. It's from China. AliExpress.
Wow.
Costs $50 or something.
Oh, looks good. Looks good.
For the price, and it's so sharp, and it holds the sharpness. I cut now a ton of boxes and stuff. It's still sharp like from the first day, and it's brutally so you can really shave yourself. But usually you don't get it that sharp from the company. You always need to sharpen it by yourself. But this is really sharp. I like.
Nice.
I bought it for Christmas for myself, because I didn't get anything else for Christmas, so I thought I need to buy me something.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
A new toy.
Of course. My girlfriend was looking at another knife, said, yeah, you can't have enough knives, It's... Yeah. And then I simply look at her table with all her different lipsticks and stuff. I said, yeah, man, how many pink colors do you need for you? Yeah, but they're different pink, So yeah. So okay.
Yeah, they're all pink.
This is a different knife, so shut up. Yeah. And your knife, Peter?
I don't know if I had it the last time, but I think I haven't had it. And it's like that. Did we have it?
No, you showed it to me, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Have it in the podcast.
It's a very old, let me see, kind of, youth knife, or how you would say. You got it on the market when there was a holiday and a kind of Hirmer market also. It was for boys. It's very cheap made, very thin blade. You see, you can bend it. And these are thin scales. One side is like mother of pearl, and the other side is the same, but with a nice Indian chief.
Nice. Yeah.
Motif.
Nice.
And I don't have the sheath, but I like to show it.
And it was made in Germany, right? Solingen.
Yeah, it's made in Germany, and it was I think in Germany that a boy had one of these.
No, I never had one, but
But they were very common. When I was a boy, I never had one too, but I got this one some years ago, and so I remember them from the markets and where you could buy them.
Nice, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And it's for the beginning that you get used to a knife, and I think
and it's not
every boy should know how to handle a knife.
Not so bad.
Yeah. Maybe you cut yourself, but you learn, and it's good that you know to use tools.
Yeah, you can carve a hazelnut tree and do some stuff like that.
Build a bow.
Yeah.
Out of hazelnut.
Yeah. So
nice.
Kind of like it and use it as a letter opener. So it's on my writing desk, and I use it like. Yeah.
So you still get your fan post as normal letters, right?
Yeah, but because they are
all your female fans are in an age they don't know.
Yes, there's underwear inside and so
Oh
on.
yeah,
you
yeah, of
know,
course.
you know.
You couldn't send it with an email. Yeah, yeah. I understand.
It's like when Tom Jones said, if the female fans are still throwing their underwear at him at the on the stage,
Mhm.
and he said, yes, they do, but they are bigger now.
It's like a parachute coming at you. Hey. Okay.
As they
Fine.
do, but they're bigger now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I get bigger letters.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully fresh underwear, or is it worn underwear? Not too much detail. Okay, it's details. We don't want to know it now. We see, but he has a cat, you know, and the cat is always checking the post which is coming. No.
Pissing on the letters.
And you know already, ooh, that's fine. Yeah. So why is now in Puerto Rico no interest for traditional archery, Miguel? You shoot now since years. You need to build up interest. You need to make a small school. You need to teach children. You know how beneficial, and you know all the benefits of archery. And you know, and once you reach a level, you have a responsibility, Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm joking, but I'm serious.
He's talking like the Dalai Lama or somebody.
Now, when you see, I mean, we had it so often when I see what happened in his 8 years here in Malta. You know, you get an autistic boy, and I didn't know about it. He was 10 years old, and then I showed him how to shoot. It was a little clumsy in the beginning. Then he shot, and then he was jumping around and laughing. And then this lady who came with him, he said, "I know this boy since 3 years, and he never even smiled." And here with archery, he shot 3 arrows and he was happy. You know?
Miguel, just because that boy had seen Armin, he smiled.
No, because he shot arrows, shot bow and arrow. These Austrians, you know, you need to explain everything extra. This is hard. Yeah.
The boy never smiled since 3 years, but then he saw you and he smiled.
The thing here in Puerto Rico, the people like more medals, awards, and in traditional archery, don't have medal. I don't know why people like to be in the top, go to the Olympics, go to the Central American Olympic archery. Here, traditional archery is extremely difficult to make a business. I just prefer to have fun with my bows.
Miguel, you know what the way to go is. You have to be like a kind of guru. You have to connect it with a kind of, you know, universal, holistic, yin and yang stuff and so on. And can't you feel it? You feel it, sister. You feel it like that, and that. Just draw the ball. You feel it, sister.
Yeah.
Like that. When you become a guru, it works. If you're honest, it will never work.
What you're saying is that I
You're
was
right.
dishonest, because it works for me here since 8 years, so I was dishonest.
No.
So what? You
No.
I think maybe here, if you're going to make a business with traditional archery, it's better doing with combination, like indoor with a coffee maker, or sailing, refreshing beer.
Archery cafe.
You know,
cafe. Something like that.
I always thought at a nice place in a nice city, if you would have a kind of small indoor range, I always thought that must be a good business.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we didn't have a cafe when I was in the shopping mall, but I
combined with
I had only 4 shooting lines, but overall I made more money with my small indoor
Even
range than I make
if
with the outdoor range.
if you're making just a nice lounge and a coffee automat, a coffee machine,
Yeah.
no problem.
Mm,
I think that could
Good
be,
idea.
yeah,
of course.
Yeah. yeah. And so to say, and that's the step, because so you had your true mission
Mm,
because you're making an archery range, and of course you are able to sell bows there and arrows and
of course.
stuff, and making archery schools and so on. Yeah.
And
That's
Also,
good
we
idea.
said, you know, that yoga archery, what I explained. Can you feel it?
But I don't know is this happen in every part of the world, but the government is terrible
mm,
for
they're everywhere.
permission. It's
Yeah.
terrible, very
Mm.
terrible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you have big restrictions there in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, there is no lockdown, but if you go to a public area without mask,
Mm,
it can arrest you.
mhm.
Oh,
Jesus, yeah. And how is it to, if you want to be an archery instructor, do you need to be member of an archery association, or you simply can be an archery instructor? Because then if you can have your own school without restrictions.
I think here is necessary certification or something that can prove that you can be an instructor.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important because when you go to the government to make a business, you need a lot of documents, and you need to prove. You need to prove exactly. You need to prove that you're going to make a job and know what you're going to do in that job.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. It's even here in Malta. I have not a student, but I know him, and he made then a sports education course, and at the end he was a sports instructor, and all of a sudden he had no idea of, or not a lot idea of archery. He was allowed to teach archery. Interesting. He only knows, you know, how to handle people and whatever, and but he had no, you know, what the heck.
That's what I wanted to say to Miguel. There are some ways to get around this, because if you find a kind of open business, you don't need a lot of stuff, but you just write one letter to your, you know, administration, and it's a kind of, we say here, a free business. You have just to report it one time, and then you can do it. And in the frame of this profession, you're offering archery, they can't do nothing. Then you are the archery guru, and how is your business is called, it doesn't matter. As long as you're allowed to give some kind of therapy, or, you know, yoga with archery, or you name it.
Martial
You
arts.
can hide it somehow if it's too difficult, because it's
here is more easy to get a firearm license than have a license for a job or for a business.
So start with firearms and then switch to bows.
Good idea.
It's a firearm range, but we're out of ammunition, so we shoot bow and arrow.
Yeah, one day a week there's archery day.
Yeah,
if you can combine it,
I think
if that is the way. And it's also fun to shoot firearms.
Yeah.
Of course.
So what are your real plans then for the future, Miguel? Now we know where you come from. We know where
with
you
archery?
are. No,
with
in
archery?
In general, what are your plans in the future?
In general, Well, maybe I going to the US.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were on
Work in the
holidays a few
US.
days, right?
Maybe, just maybe,
Mm-hmm.
because my brother, when I go into vacation, I see very beautiful land, and they have there are a lot of work. My wife is a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and in the United States can bring more of his knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Puerto Rico, well, all we are in a job, we are working, and well, I feel fine here. But if I go into better job, I think the United States is the better choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I fear you're right.
How many years to give yourself?
Wait, what?
How many years do you give yourself before you move?
Maybe 2 years. 2 years more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good luck. All
Yeah.
the best.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I think if you prepare it well, if you have prepared a job in the United States for your wife and yourself and so on, so I think it's a good decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in Puerto Rico, you speak mostly Spanish, and second is English, right? Or what is English the main language?
Yeah. The first language is Spanish, and the second language is English. But here in my house, we are not speak English all day. That's why I have a little problem with my accent and speak English.
Okay.
When I speak English, is doing my videos with all other friends in the United States.
When
But
you're there,
in my house, all day is Spanish.
Okay.
When you're there in the United States after 3 months, nobody will know
English
that you're
like
from
a
a
native
different
one.
country.
Yeah. So you like snow? You were there in vacation and in the snow. You like snow?
Was great, but
it's cold, huh? It's freaking
suffering the cold.
Yeah. And it's not only for a week, it's the whole winter. Then it depends where you are in America, but it's 3 months. It was one of the reasons I moved to Malta, because I was tired of snow, and I want to move to Austria.
Maybe if I go to the United States, I will try Texas because Texas, the weather is
go to Texas.
Very similar to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And good people. I think if you kind of conservative thinking man,
but still open-minded, even when you see in the nowadays they are really open-minded, and I would go to Texas too. So maybe we come to Texas too. When you go to Texas, Miguel, I come. Okay. And we open an archery range there.
It will be great.
Let's do that. Nice. Texas.
I am a master of nothing, and I am
that's a good point to start.
It's always the best when you know that you know nothing. It's always a very good start. I'm a master in nothing either, don't worry. People call me master, but I'm not. You are not, or you can declare yourself as a master, but as I know it, from Wudang, from the martial arts, there is the master, and then you are a master student, and then you have of the headmaster perform, and he tells you, okay, now you reach the level of mastership. So it's quite hard and quite tough. So that's why I don't see myself as a master, even if many tell me always Master Armin.
It's like in the in the sandbox in the kindergarten. That's a big master, lower master, adults, and so. No.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the differences then of this hierarchy, then you know that it's true. I mean, when I was in Wudang, and there was the master student, Miguel, and we were little practicing this Tai Chi principles, and he was throwing me around like nothing. And then the master came and was practicing with him, and the master threw him around like nothing. And then both go to the grandmaster. He's a fat guy, and you think, come on. And he with one hand throws both away. So, and then you see that there has a reason for the hierarchy.
And besides that, it's so to say a nice device in itself to teach that martial art, or that art you want to learn, because it's a part of the system. Without that part, you would not be able to learn that
exactly.
ninja and I don't know, Shaolin stuff and so on. Yeah. So it's in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Great. So what would your advice be to someone who wants to start archery or thinks about archery? Shall he do it? What shall he do? How should he do it?
I think the best thing or the better he can do is still trying, watching YouTube videos or find an instructor. If you don't have an instructor, well, YouTube. Practice every day. If you like three-finger draw, practice three-finger draw. I always say to my friends, try to do something that works for you. If something works for you, keep going. Still practice for in the way you're going to improve.
Yep. Of course.
Good advice. Yep.
And in Puerto Rico, if somebody's watching and you're looking for an instructor, Miguel, you find him on Facebook and Instagram or whatever.
I have a YouTube channel, but I think my channel is more a blog. It's more for my family, for my friends, because it's not big deal. It's a simple channel.
It's always what you and how you want to see it, and you can play, of course, the underdog for a while, but it's not always working, you know. Not always, you know, another boring video and another boring video. No, it works for a while, but not forever.
Ask Armin.
But you understand, right?
Yep.
Good. Then squish your butt and move forward.
It's like a Dalai Lama, you see, Miguel. He steers you, he leads you into the right direction.
Like, you need to open his mind a little, that he sees a bit more and that he moves a little forward.
Yep.
You know, it's always, you know, you always can rest on a plateau for a while, you know, but it continues.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's time to improve my channel, to be more professional.
It depends if you want to. If you don't want, stick with what you do.
Was that kind of hippie shit?
I think we should do our podcast on Wednesday. I think Tuesday is not a good day for Peter. I don't know. It's too close still to Sunday where he get drunk or something. I don't know. So should we do it Wednesday or Thursday?
I stay drunk until Wednesday.
I don't know. And on Thursday you start again for the weekend. So
yeah.
That's horrible. Nice. Now, well.
And is there bow hunting allowed in Puerto Rico?
Bow hunting, no. There is a range for firearms, but I think here is not allowed hunting with bow and arrow. I don't know why, but everything here is firearms.
It was the same in Lebanon when you went through a mountain village. Even a 10-year-old boy was running around with a shotgun, and they shot all the birds. and I needed to have a license for my bows for the school, because the bow is considered a white weapon. So it was then the defense ministry was going to the airport and checking my bows and arrows, and then we needed whatever the head of the school needed to let his, to the ministers, and now I don't know, everybody runs around with a pump gun, no problem. But my bows, my 25-pound bows, they need a
Are you
license.
sure? I mean, that it was about your bows because maybe it was your face. Why they
At
controlled
the airport,
everything?
they didn't see my face. I was already in Lebanon before the bows arrived, so it
Okay.
couldn't have been me.
In Austria, is allowed to
Hunt?
go to hunt with bow and arrow?
No. But in many other European states, it is in Hungary, in Italy, in Spain,
Czech
I think
Republic.
in Sweden, and many more.
Yeah.
In the former, eastern part, Eastern
Balkanic
Bloc states, Czech Republic, Poland, and so on. I don't know. There are a lot of states where it is allowed.
Just not Germany, Austria.
I never hunted, but I remember when I prepared a rat 3D target with the plastic bottle, and I shoot. Oh man, that video was very criticized because I shooting I shooting to an animal. It's a plastic bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. We had this too. We had once somebody donated a lot of stuffed animals, whatever, so Angry Bird and stuff like this. And then we hung them on a target for an event, and then the kids could shoot them. And of course, how can you allow kids to shoot at these stuffed animals? Because they said, oh,
to shoot on the Bundeskanzler.
At home they sit on their game where they kill each other, but they can't shoot a stuffed animal, really. Yeah, but it's yeah. But you always get criticized. There's always one who knows something better than you. This is fully normal, and they criticize you, or even me. Don't worry. That's normal. You get used to it, or not. In the beginning, it bugged me, and I started, okay, if somebody criticized me like, okay,
yeah, but
let's go. And
the bad thing about this is the core of it is that hunting or shooting at something is bad.
Yeah.
So they say to the children, no, you can't shoot at the angry bird or a teddy bear or so.
Yeah.
That's bad. Why is it bad? They kill real bear and real, I don't know, angry birds. And
yeah, but it's fun, Even when we had our zombie challenges with the Chablo, with the styrofoam heads, and you shoot them, and the first one hits and the second one kicks the thing over, it's a nice feeling. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people who dislike it must not do it.
Exactly.
And don't look at it.
Yeah.
I've been watching a video of Peter shooting a target, and the target is bleeding. If I do that here,
Really?
they kill me.
It was just a joke, so to say.
Yeah. You have another interesting video shooting a balloon, and the guy have the balloon here in the church.
Mm-hmm.
I know you are an expert, but if we do that trick here in Puerto Rico in a public area, whoa! What did I do?
I should load it up on, how is it called, Instagram, or where, I don't know. Yeah, but I have to say, Miguel, I never would do this kind of shot again. It was, if I'm looking back on this, I would never do it again, because of course it is true. In that case, you really risk the life of that person.
Yeah.
If he's holding a balloon in his hands, in his fingers, okay, you can hurt him maybe, but he would not be dead. But that is a different kind of trick. So I never would do it again, and I highly recommend not to do it.
Here in my house, I use big bottles, and I just put the apple or the target up and just shoot like a Guillermo tell, like something like that, because everything is a target.
Of course, everything can be a target. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to use this for target.
Yeah.
Matches box. This is nice. If I shoot this, I hit this. I can shoot this. I can hit this.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Good method, I'd say. And you know what? These items, a playing card or a box of matches, these are also items a magician would use on stage. So the people connecting a kind of trick, a kind of surprise, a kind of stunt when you show up these items.
So when I show my Angry Bird, they don't accept it because no
Yeah,
magician
they
uses an angry
never
bird.
know what's going on there. That pervert. Look at that old pervert guy.
Yeah.
I even had once a small half-liter water bottle, and I put on in the lid a valve from a car tire, and I put it under pressure. I pressurized the bottle, and I put the bottle in the Angry Bird, and then it that's nice. Fun. And you put a little red or a bit flour or something, and poof, you see a whole cloud come in. It's fun.
Yeah.
I didn't take a video of this.
Shooting at, so to say, unorthodox targets is always fun.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
And these pressurized bottles are really fun. I tried it the first time when we were in Valletta at the shop, and I brought the pressurized bottle, and we had this foot pump and pumped it up, and then I hung it there and I shot it, and there was a sound in the whole shopping mall that everybody stopped moving for a second because they didn't know it's attack somebody, terrorist attack. It was boom. It was really loud. What happened? I don't know. It's fun, but
Yeah, it's the same when you're walking through the woods with some friends and you see something a kind of weird target, a hole in an iron, something, if you're not able to shot through, the arrow is broken, a hole in the stone, or that tubes under the ways in the forests, they are kind of concrete tubes, and so shooting through them and so on.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if one starts with it, let's try it, then everyone shoots, and it's fun.
Of course. Yeah. Especially when you have then an arrow ending up somewhere in a tree, and then you try to shoot this arrow down with another arrow, ping, one arrow, now the other sticks up there, Yeah. Fun. So much fun, yeah. Especially when you don't have enough arrows. Okay, then we see us in America then soon.
In Texas.
Yeah. The thing is, even if now everything starts to get a little soft with the current situation, and people think, okay, we can wait it out soon, it's over. This thing is over, but they are not done yet. So after the virus, they have something new up in their sleeves, which they bring directly after, which was planned 10 years, 15 years from now. But people were so easy.
Yeah. They have
That's why they directly, tuck, this goes now like he's.
Yeah, but now for some years they have to sit tight because you can't do this stunt 2 times in a row.
They come with something different, you see?
Yeah.
Blackouts, cyber attacks.
But you can't milk an empty cow. you know,
Yeah, that's
everything
true.
is everything is done. So they have to work up some 50
Mm.
years, and then the
No.
next Grim Reapers.
Yep.
How is it called? Sickle strike comes.
No. 10 years from now, we don't have money anymore, only cryptocurrency, only digital
No,
money.
imagine if you don't have money, no one can take away your money. So you have to have money. So that
They will they will give you even a money, even a base income.
but if you don't have money, they can take away money from you.
No, digital money, not paper money anymore.
Yeah, but
And with this they can play easy. Look at China.
yeah, but
Social credit system
yeah.
coming soon. And then everybody, oh, we didn't see it coming. No, there was a guy 10 years ago who told you already, but nobody's listening.
And of course, I think if you today went to a bank and you like to get a loan, they of course they have a lot of data, and not only, because today you can, if it's a big loan, they can go to a data bank and search you out from your phone provider, I don't know, from Facebook, I don't know, and so they can have a very detailed picture, even now, if they like to know.
Of course.
Yeah.
And in 10 years, we have all a digital citizenship. We are then citizens of the digital world. And mark my words, we will be, our children, not my children because I don't have, but the kids that are now 10 years old, in 10 years, they will be connected through an artificial intelligence to the cloud, to a computer. They don't need a phone, they don't need the wearable, they have it in the body.
You're worse than Alex Jones, Armin.
No. 10 years, 2030.
No, in that sense, it's true. How is it called? That Neuralink of Elon Musk. That's what you say.
That's why right now in the media, oh, look, Elon Musk is against Bill Gates and is against bullshit. Sorry, I don't say this word, but it's bullcrap. in the same league. Who is firing up with this X-Space program, satellite with 5G?
Yeah,
and all
but the people,
preparation.
The people will be free to like to have this kind of implant or to have it not.
No.
Yeah,
they will make it so nice, and especially with the kids, and it starts now with Meta.
Yeah, but you know what you're doing,
and it will be, and all these applications where you can cartoonify your face now already. Even in video chats, you're not yourself anymore. So the border between, is it still me or is it a computer game?
But you know it, and I know it. So what's the problem?
I just say, because you don't believe that it's coming. You said this is not going to happen. And when you see what Elon Musk is now doing with all these near satellites, thousands of them, to provide 5G, so you don't need to have especially, if somebody would not like now 5G, they could go and cut all the masts. Then 5G doesn't work anymore, but they're in the satellites. So
Elon Musk is the new Charlie Manson.
Yeah, make fun. Fine. I said it now. I don't have to repeat myself.
I mean, that's science. He's doing science. He invests a lot of his money for science, to making nice rockets and nice,
that's why Bill Gates invests a lot of money in vaccines.
Electric chair cars. And
why do they have electric cars? Autonomous driving.
Because the Chinese won the war.
No, it's because of autonomous driving, that your car is driving and not you anymore. This is what they sell you now as this is a future.
Yes, that's a kind of dream of them, but
it's coming.
Never will happen.
In 10 years. But what is happening then? Because you don't control your car anymore, and you say, listen, I want to go now and drive to Miguel's house.
And they drive to them.
They say, no, listen, we don't let you. What are you doing then with your electric car? If you have a gasoline car or a diesel car, you drive there.
It's nice because when you're in a lap dance bar, you can say, I did
Miguel,
nothing.
Miguel,
The
you know,
car just
nice to
drove.
have you on the
The car
show.
just drove me there.
Nice to report
Darling,
you.
I'm sorry. It was the car, not me.
Yeah, you know what? I think we ask Mael for next week on Tuesday. Then you behave a little better, and you're busy, and he's doing. It's okay. It's fine.
They can now. Then they can drive you everywhere. Then we are done.
Don't make fun of it. I mean, it doesn't affect us old people that much anymore, but the next generation
Who
is.
knows the wheelchairs? Maybe they can steer your wheelchair then.
Yeah, Miguel.
Drive you down a cliff with the wheelchair. No, no, no. But Elon Musk with his remote control stick, wait, Armin.
Done?
Like a
Fine.
drone.
No, yeah, don't listen. It's fine.
You know, it was the same with Noah. When Noah said, there's a big flood coming, just come to my ark and I can rescue you. They laughed about him. Yeah.
But then imagine he had then kangaroos on his ark, right? And it was in Turkey. How did the kangaroos come then to Australia?
They had a long way.
Did they swim back then?
Yeah, there you can see it was a longer prepared conspiracy. It's not just God said tomorrow it will rain. Yeah. It was a long developed plan.
Yeah, but it said that the boat was shipwrecked then on this mountain Ararat or something. So, but then all the animals went out, but it was in Turkey. But from Turkey, you cannot on land go to Australia. So how did the kangaroos go then to Australia, for Christ's sakes? Huh?
Yeah, and
what?
Yeah, and the ark was too small for, you know how many,
I was not on the ark. No, I'm not that old.
No, but it's interesting because in one of the Moses books is said Noah took 7 of each, pure animal from allen of the pure animals for the Jews. Okay. So there he had to take 14 of each. So man and male and female, and 7 of each, and so on. And from the not pure animals, only 2, 1 pair. Yeah, because we always think 2 of each kind, but for some animals where there were 14 of, so the ark was not as big. So think about the dinosaurs and stuff like that.
I just thought about the arc reactor from Iron Man, but I was drifted apart.
And all the walrus and stuff.
Yeah, but they could swim, they have another problem.
Oh yeah.
A walrus can survive a flood.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
and all the insects and mosquitoes.
They could have left them there,
Frogs and spiders and snakes and
Miguel, it's crazy. I think we don't get anywhere anymore, so we simply stop for today, huh? And we simply invite you again in another day if you still want to be on the show again.
Yes.
Yeah, would be nice.
For me, it's a pleasure. Was really honored to be in this show. This show is the best.
Thank you.
We know that, but not many people know that and are aware of that.
So he's our third follower.
Yeah. Now we have 3 followers. Who are the other 2? So you and me, of course. Yeah. Yay. It's great. See, you need to start small. But the triangular is already very stable construction, so from there on, it can only get better.
Esoteric, you said.
Ninja go. See, my life is all about archery. Even my pen, look.
Oh.
The pen is mightier than the sword. But I always say it's always good when you can handle both, and there's even multi-archery written on it somewhere.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I always gave them away when something was, and everybody had silver ones and a few golden ones, you know, and for this, they got then a golden one. So,
You see, the
Yeah.
guru stuff.
Hey,
You're getting a gold. You just a silver one, you know. My sister, you have to work.
yeah, my sister, you go down, you need to work. What? No, I didn't say that. Hey, shush. Go down in the basement, you know, get the.
Look, there's also a golden one.
I would have a golden one, yeah. Gold finger, you know. What? Hey. What was that noise? Something fell. Oh, it's your family.
no, no, my wife arrived.
Your
He's
wife.
throwing cups. He's throwing cups at him.
Yeah. Then we release you now, Miguel. It was really nice to have you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for your time.
Thank
It was a
thank you
pleasure
so
to
much.
have you.
Really, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we
Nice
see
to have you on.
Very nice to meet Peter and well, Armin.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we never talked like this before, so we met on Facebook and on Messenger, but never in like this. So that's why my pleasure to have you.
Thank you very
Mine
much.
too.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Goodbye.
Thank you everybody for watching and for subscribing to everyone. I put the link to Miguel's YouTube channel, of course, in the description, so you can like and subscribe to him too and everything. And you know the drill. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank